Yeah. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back to bring you guys another special guest. Today's guest is none other than our starting free safety, Adrian Colbert. Before we get into the questions and everything in the interview, I want to let you guys know where to find us. Check out the website. That is www.nothingbutniners.com. There you will be led to this YouTube page. If you haven't hit the subscribe button before, make sure you do that because you're not going to want to miss anything that we're bringing you. Also, it's going to lead you to our social media. We have Twitter. We have Snapchat. Both of those are Nothing But 9ERS. Make sure you give us a follow over there. Check out the Facebook page. That is Nothing But Niners, spelled all the way out. There's no numbers in there. Guys, if you haven't been there before, hit the like button. If you have been there before, tell someone else to come check us out so they can hit the like button as well. And then we're going to see a bunch of articles. We have a slew of good writers there bringing you guys a bunch of excellent content on a daily basis. So make sure you check out the website again, www.nothingbutniners. Let's go ahead and get into this. Zach, my man Zach is here. How you doing, Zach?
I'm excited to be here, man. How you doing?
I'm good. But let's get to the man of the hour, or for the quarter hour, Adrian Colbert, man. What's going on, AC?
Yo, I'm good. Chilling, man. Just out here at the hotel, vibing, enjoying the good weather.
I know, man. Hey, man, listen, I'm sorry about interrupting the game, man. For the people out there who don't know, AC was just kicking some ass in Mortal Kombat, man. He did the finishing move and everything. I didn't get to see none of the match. He turned it around so I could see the finishing move, though.
Hey, man, it's all fun and games out here. We like to compete, like either way we're on the field or we're off the field. But it's all fun and games at the end of the day.
Were you playing with fellow teammates?
Yeah. We was actually in my room. We're playing Akello, Peter Tomapina, and Chancellor James. We were just all playing video games and stuff. Just hanging out. It's just like something we do every day. Like when we get done with work.
I hear you. All right, sounds good, man. So we don't want to take up too much of your time. We want to thank you again for joining us here. We're going to get into these questions. I'm going to kick it off with everything, and from there we'll just kind of go with the flow, and then, like I said, we'll keep this to about 10 or 15 minutes. All right.
All right, that's cool.
All right. So we want to start at the beginning. I want you to reflect on leaving college, being drafted in the 7th round. First, is that where you expected to be drafted, and then what did that instill in you? What kind of effect did that have on you? Being drafted.
Well, first, I mean, coming out from college, it was kind of tough because I've always had a chip on my shoulder, and I didn't really expect much after being at Miami for only 6 months and playing 5.5, 6 games. So my expectations of getting drafted weren't really that high. So just being drafted at all was a blessing for me. And it really made me happy inside. But seeing a lot of people go before me and hearing about it, it kind of put an extra fire in me. Like I've always had a fire about myself when I played football because I've always been doubted and I've always had people tell me stuff that I couldn't do. So it's always been inside me to be self-driven by everything that people say and not really take it as a negative. Like when people criticize me, but just add it to the fire, add it to the bigger chip that I already got on my shoulder.
I hear that.
That's awesome, man. Like you said, when you came into the 49ers locker room, you had some pretty solid safeties already there, like Reed, Ward, Tart, Robinson, Johnson. When you got in, did you ever feel like you were kind of facing an initial uphill battle?
Being a 7th round pick, and you hear the stories about, you basically should have just went undrafted because you would have got the pick where you went. It kind of was like an uphill battle for me because, nothing was really guaranteed. Like one mistake and I could be cut. So, at the end of the day, that's how I felt like for a long time.
Yeah. All right. Now, what was something that was like surprisingly different, like something that was different than what you expected? You come from the college atmosphere and you step into the NFL locker room. What was something that, you hear stories, people try to prepare you for it as much as possible, but there's always something that surprises somebody, something to catch you a little off guard. Anything like that happening with you when you first started?
Not really. I always I had a bunch of friends that's been in the league because when I was at Texas, I got close with a lot of the older guys, and they would tell me stories just about how the NFL works and just how it's a business, and then about how people leave, people are gone every day. Like one day you could be talking to a guy and y'all could be hanging out, and then the next day you won't see him again ever. And that was kind of one of the things that actually took me by surprise, because I mean I heard the stories, but it really didn't hit me until I seen it, and it was just like, damn, this shit's real. So I got to tighten my shit up. So that was one thing that's pretty crazy for me.
Yeah, speaking of that, I mean, you kind of just saw it happen the other day with Trent Brown. Trent Brown got shipped out, and it's kind of just like you said, he's gone. Adding on to what Mike asked, in reverse, was there anything that was kind of exactly how you expected it?
Excuse me. I mean, just the grind, like the work, like, and how the expectations, everybody, like as far as like coaching staff and like your teammates, like everybody's expectations of you, like that's just one thing that was there. Like it's always been there. Like since I came here, everybody's always been like expected to work, and for the most part, people do, and it's continued to grow like throughout that whole last season.
All right. So year one, you transition from corner to safety, and you absolutely shine, man. I mean, when you got out there at safety, bro, you kicked ass. So what areas of your game are you looking to improve upon going into year two?
Just being able to identify like offenses, and like as far as just like play recognition, like being able to identify that just from formation, just to cut it down, just to simplify the game a little bit more, make it slower for me, and my footwork when I'm in the middle of the field, because sometimes my footwork could get a little choppy. I could slip. I watch my tape a lot, and I slipped a lot. And then as far as like my tackling go, I just gotta continue to focus on that and continue running through people and being more violent when I wrap people up.
Definitely, definitely. Was that kind of the things you alluded to that you wanted to improve on? Do you think those were some of the things that helped you shine so brightly your first year in the league?
Uh, I think some of the things that helped me was just like my determination, like my perseverance, and the things that like my coach would preach to me, like when I was at practice or in the meetings, like I would actually go out and take that to the field and work on like mastering it and doing it the best I can and like the fastest I can, even in walkthroughs. So I mean, just like just the little things like that, I feel like really helped me last year, and I got to continue to just build on those things,
Okay.
along with the things that I told y'all about.
That makes a lot of sense. Zach, you back?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. I'll do the next one. The dynamic of the locker room has changed a ton. The team has lost a lot of guys, have added some new guys in there. The depth chart is being shaken up a lot. What's going on like in the locker room? How does it feel now? Like you said, players are coming and going. How does the DB room feel, or the defense in general? I mean, I heard you saying you're hanging out with Peter, so it seems like you guys are a close knit group. But how's the vibe in there right now?
Man, it's a great vibe, man. It's just like it's perfect. Like we all want to work. We all got the same goals. We all want to see each other be great. We all want to push each other to be the best we can be, and we are all helping each other. There's like no division. There's no cliques. There's nothing like that. That whole DB room is like we're like a family, and like we all hang out together, and like every week we go and do something together, like as a group, and then even outside of that, we all hang out. Like even like see, I got like two in my room right now, and we chill every day. So I mean, it's just like getting that off the field, building that off the field relationship is definitely transitioning to the locker room and then in the meeting rooms.
Yeah, and see, some of the guys that you were looking up to on the depth chart when you first started are gone now. You know, Robinson isn't there, Johnson isn't there anymore, Eric Reed isn't there right now. And Jimmy Ward, they're saying is supposed to be moving to corner and all that. So does that kind of propel you into like the leadership role? Like, what changes about your mentality and your thinking as far as that goes?
My mentality stays the same, man. I don't like I go, I do what I'm supposed to do, and if I see something, I'll address it. But as far as like leadership roles, like that's not something I'm after. I'm just trying to help my team be the best we can be and help my room be the best we can be and continue to grow so we can be the best defensive secondary in the league.
What a
Okay.
great answer. So overall, talking about the secondary, what are some expectations? I know last season there weren't too many turnovers and fumbles. Do you guys kind of discuss these things and set goals amongst yourselves?
We do, and we haven't actually like sat down and like discussed like our goals for the season. But I'm sure everybody has their expectations and like their own goals set already. And like for me, I feel like we definitely got to be at the top of the league in turnovers in the secondary, interceptions, forced fumbles, all of that. And because in order for our defense to be great, we got to capitalize on the mistakes of the quarterbacks or the plays that we make.
I hear that, man. You got any personal goals? Like, I know you said you guys haven't talked as a collective, but like, is there anything that you're looking forward to doing that you maybe didn't do last year, or doing more of something that you did a few times last year?
I got a daily personal goal. I'm trying to be better than I was the day before every day. In regards to everything in life, like whether that be football or just being the best friend I could be to my boys. So I mean, yeah, like I want to be better than I was last year. I feel like I left a lot on the table because of the lack of experience. But now that I got that first season under my wing, I feel like I'll be able to help my teammates more with my style of play.
That's awesome. I know you guys are on totally opposite sides of the ball, but have you had any contact with the 49ers first round pick, Mike McGlinchey, yet?
I mean, I said hello to him when he first came out here last week, but other than that, no.
Big guy, huh?
Yeah, he is tall. I actually walked by him today. Like
All right, I got to go ahead. What was that?
Oh, I said he looked like the Big Show.
Damn, I remember that. All right, so I got a couple of random questions for you now. So the fans are going crazy here. They said, Colbert, you're a Beast fan. Looking forward to the season. Future Hall of Famer. We got the Deshaun Goldson 2.0 thing. Now, I do want to – I know you said that was bothering you before, right? But look,
Yeah.
you be hitting and you were wearing 38. Now, there's the talk about you changing numbers. Is that official yet? Or
Oh, that's official. That's official.
all right.
It's stamped and sealed. 27 is my official number. I'm not changing it ever. So, yeah.
Now, does that number have a special significance to you?
No, it really doesn't. I mean, I wore 25 and 26 in college. 26 just isn't a number that I want to like be with anymore because I was in like my darkest days when I had that number, and I don't want to go back to that. So I kind of stay away from the 26. But when I went to Miami, I like 25. 25 is a real good number, but that's Sherm number. So I mean, it's the next best thing for me.
Now we got to talk about it because you just asked. Now Richard Sherman took the whole DB group out for dinner and everything. What's it been like? What's his presence been so far in the locker room? And I know it's super early on, so you probably don't have a lot to go off of. But talk about the difference that he's made and some of the changes that you see already since last year and this year with having him around.
I mean, like as far as like just how close we are as a defensive back group, like we weren't this close last year. Last year we wasn't getting together all the time every week like we do now, and you can tell, you can feel it. Like when you're in the room, like we got a sense about us, like, and like our room is definitely defined and it's cool. Like you go in there, you're not like wondering like what type of guys these are, because like you go in there and you can tell, like you can feel it. Like we all want to work, and we all like when we outside of work, we having fun. Like, but when it's time to work, we grinding. Like you gonna have to we running through walls for each other. That's the type of room we got right now. And like if you wouldn't want to play for that, I just don't understand like what type of DB you are if you ain't trying to play for a DB crew that's like literally trying to run through walls for the boy that they playing with.
Now this is perfect. This brings up the perfect question. One of our writers, Dylan Frazier, he's huge on the name The Wrecking Crew for you guys. Are there any nicknames for your DB crew that you like yourself or that you've heard that kind of stick out?
Nah, I honestly haven't even like thought about it. I mean, people have said stuff about it like, oh, what's y'all's names? What's this? What's that? And I actually had a conversation with Tart about it the other day, and we just came to the final thing that, like, at the end of the day, it'll all figure itself out. Like, when we finally out there making plays and on that field, like, something will come and it'll stick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It'll stick. Well, we're going to keep throwing around the Wrecking Crew because y'all be wrecking shit out there, and we absolutely love it. If it catches on, then great. Dylan, we're going to try for you, man. I just got some silly and goofy off football questions really quick. So I saw you in there. Y'all playing Xbox and everything. What are some of your hobbies, some things that you like to do away from football to get your mind off things?
Man, I like to go to the movies a lot. I used to, like, when I first got here, I was in the movies like 3 times a week, like on some like straight nerd stuff. Like, I don't care. Like, I go to the movies by myself type. And then, like, I play video games every now and then. I like to walk. Like, literally. I can go walk like 5 miles with no destination.
Just go.
It just go. Because it's cool though, because you get to like think. You get to think about the things and reflect on life and like how far you've come and just think about the family members you ain't talked to in a minute, and it just gets the brain flowing.
That's awesome. Aside from everything football related, what's your favorite aspect of being in California?
That's tough. I like the weather. The weather's cool. It's cool weather. I mean, it's cold, but you get a lot of sun, which is something I'm used to coming from Miami and Texas. But yeah, I like the weather. Yeah. That's
always a sell right there. All right, so we got to talk about guilty pleasures, man. I'm telling you, man. All right, so I'll go first. I'll embarrass myself. I got this guilty pleasure, man. Anytime this Beyonce song comes on that Get Me Bodied, I catch myself singing to it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll be trying to sound like Beyonce, and I'm horrible at it. So you got to tell us one of your guilty pleasures, something that most people wouldn't know about you. Like, man, I just can't help it, man. I just love this, or I like that.
Oh, like any Drake song, I'm singing it. It don't matter. It's like it could be the saddest Drake song. I'm gonna sing it, and I'm gonna sing like I'm Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any Drake song, it don't matter. I promise.
Yo, are you still wearing those shoes that you tweeted out earlier today? Your kicks of the day?
Oh no, I got on some slides that ain't even mine, so I ain't even gonna show you.
those were sick though, man. Those Adidas, right?
Yeah, them coming out there in OTAs.
All right.
I probably catch a fine trying to wear them in the game.
Yeah, be careful out there, man. Definitely know you're not punting with those things on. All right, listen, man. We don't want to take up too much of your time. Zach, is there anything else you want to slide in there before we get out of here?
We're really grateful for you coming on, man. We wish you the best of luck this season. We're huge fans, and thank you for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
No problem. We're gonna let you have the end of it. If there's anything that you want to say to all the fans, man, we see a lot of the Instagram and the Twitter and stuff like that. But if you have a message that you want the fans to know, you might not have anything in particular that you want to say, but I'm gonna give you the opportunity, and we're gonna be out of here.
Man, I just want to let all the fans know I appreciate the love and the support. Like, even the fans that are mad at me about changing my number. Like, I wanted to change my number since I got it, but I had to wait until a number became available. So, I mean, shoot me a DM. I'll see what I can do about it. But I love y'all, like, from the bottom of my heart. Like, when y'all came out the other day, last weekend, it was lit. And that really made my heart, like filled with joy, because I honestly didn't think so many people supported me and my boys that came through with me. So, I mean, we gonna ball for y'all, man, for real.
Getting me hype. I love it. All right, we out of here. Above all else, stay faithful. Peace.
Hey, stay faithful.